Easy.
Hey guys, welcome back to week 13 now of my training for my first powerlifting competition series. So I'm going to change up the sort of order of what I do today and how sort of the video flows. And I'm going to tell you a bit about sort of what's gone on the past week, then what I'm doing today, and obviously you'll see what I'm doing today, and then do a bit of a closing sort of chat at the end. So in the past week, quite a lot's actually happened, to be quite honest, in regards to obviously lifting and the competition and such. So first and foremost, the most important, unfortunately, my competition has been postponed indefinitely, so I don't have a new date for it yet. However, as I've stated in previous videos, I am just going to compete against myself at home on the same day. I'm going to peak towards that date, and then I'm going to do a whole video about that day itself and see how hard I can push myself. Obviously, I've got to be a bit careful because I'll have a net spotting me, but not, you know, a team of spotters or anything like that. So that's the first and most important. It's a bit unfortunate, but obviously with the most recent news around COVID and things closing again, it was going to happen. And then second on the list is the home gym. I aimed to compete with myself in the home gym, but as you can tell, it's still being built. So fingers crossed that gets done before the 1st of November, but I honestly don't know. I have still got the platform that I usually do my work on, and you'll see again today. Worst comes to worst, the only downside is it is incredibly cold now. I mean, I'm in 2 layers everywhere and it's still pretty darn cold, so I'll be doing extra warm-ups today to make sure my muscles are okay to carry on. And then what else happened last week? So this is the video that should have gone live on Sunday, but other things got in the way, so this is sort of catching up on that. Throughout my sessions last week, I managed to hit a couple of PBs. So first of all, I did bench press. I hit a 105 kg paused PB, which isn't my most, but my most was a touch and go, so that was good. I tried 115. It just didn't land. I'll put a video up here as well. It just didn't go. I got about halfway up and just couldn't get past it. And my elbow has been a bit sore when I've been benching that heavy as well. So I was a bit cautious of that. And I think that both the physical and the mental aspect of that sort of made it feel harder than it should have. But still happy with the 105 kg paused, and just going to slowly increment that as best I can, while obviously protecting my elbow and making sure I don't cause any long lasting damage there. But the big one, the one I'm incredibly happy about, was my deadlift. My previous 1 rep max was 160 kilograms, and I worked up to 180 kilograms for 1 rep, and that's literally all the weight I have in my house at the moment, so I couldn't have gone heavy even if I wanted to, unless I put. And then last thing I wanted to mention is, because of my elbow issue on both arms, more on this side, I actually went to a sports massage over the weekend. It helped a little bit. The recommendation I got was to stop squatting, because that puts your arms in a weird position. Don't think I'm going to stop squatting anytime soon, as that's obviously 1/3 of the main lifts. And also, if you do it enough, it doesn't really become that unnatural. I mean, I squat at least 2 times a week at the minute, so I don't think it's that unnatural. I've spoken to my PT around this. I think that's a bit of a silly thing, really, and it's not going to stop me squatting. Obviously, like I said, I'm going to be quite careful with my elbow. If it flares up, if it hurts a lot, I will tone the weight down. I'll take a bit extra rest, do what I need to do. I've also ordered some elbow sleeves to come to help me with my warm-up sets and heavy sets. Obviously, I can't use them on the competition day for the main lifts, but I can use them in warm-ups and stuff like that. So now all that rant is out of the way. Today is squat day, as I want to say always, but obviously to you the video is always on a Sunday, so it's not as always. It's a Monday, so it's squat day. This is the first time I'll be doing heavy singles. Last week I still did heavy triples, so we'll be working up to hopefully a new PB on squats today. I will be enlisting Annette's help to make sure I don't fall and smash our doors open with the weights. Again, just trying to do it as safe as possible here. Make sure I'm plenty warm because it is cold and wet, and it'll be dark pretty soon. So yeah, we've got heavy singles and squats, and then the usual front squats and lunges to finish. Again, quite heavy on those, but not singles, just a few sets. And we'll just jump straight into it, and I will see you under the bar.
Whoa, I I hit record a drop, you can't ignore it. I'm transforming now these cars and planes, I'm always boarding. Just out touring down in Charlotte like I play for Hornets. When I'm performing, never boring, now you can't afford it. Champagne Perrier, Finnish friends on my face. Looking like I'm from the deep. These no Cartiers. Pockets deep, 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 bro. I can make it in my seat, bro. Do you, I'm doing me, bro. Making noise, use a beat, bro. Whoa, whoa. I press the button and the doors go off like, whoa. That money clip us now, the new now looks like, whoa. Upgrade her diamonds, now her girlfriends are like, whoa, 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 whoa. Neighborhood on the strip. Neighborhood be the name. Neighborhood no crib. Neighborhood that's me. Neighborhood that's Nick. Neighborhood do the dance. Neighborhood do the deal. Okay, thought I'd never make it like no way. I'm the real deal, no role play. My days off, that's no days. No, I hustle hard, young rose. E be the shooter, that's cold case. Those on the deals, that's brose. Got no pay, yo, no say. Okay, this the news, tell them read it. Been the one since the fetus. Don't sleep on me, Tempur-Pedic. That's a no, no, no. Spending dope for no reason. Got a ball head, Mr. Cleaner. Heard the big bags overseas, then we gon' go, go, go. Whoa, I press the button and the doors go off like, whoa. That money clip us now, the new now.
Okay, so that's the end of the workout done and completed. I don't know how well you got to see it in video, but I'm ecstatic about that that squat, that heaviest squat. That is officially 2 times my body weight. This morning I weighed in at 71.1, so it's almost exactly 2 times my body weight. So great session overall after that. So around 3 weeks remaining until my comp day. Competition against myself at home, but it's still the day I'm peaking for, so not long at all now. If you've enjoyed this video, consider leaving it a like. If you haven't already, subscribe. It helps me massively. I'm aiming for 150, and at the time of recording, I'm on 149. You could be the 150th, okay? I'm not quite like Mr. Beast. I'm not going to give you 150 or something, but it'll make me smile, and that's worth more than whatever Mr. Beast can give you, okay? I promise you. If you've noticed anything on my form, or you just want to chat, or you've got a question, leave a comment down below. I'll reply as soon as I see it, generally. I'm usually bored at work, so I just click anything that pops up and reply to that. And I will release another video on Sunday, 11 AM as usual again this week. This is like to say sorry because I missed last week's. But yeah, I'll be back on Sunday, 11 AM for next week's. But until then, bye! I'm now going to cut this bit out because I forgot what I was going to say. Fancy subscribing, maybe? Consider subscribing? Fancy subscribing? Gonna do that bit again.